Yo, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but I'm back on. If everybody out there can hear me, it's your boy Case again. I apologize. We have some technical difficulties, um, but we gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna start off by saying what I was saying before is basically um, for all the viewers that are just now tuning back in. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. It was something went wrong, a little bug jumped in. We had to splash it, get it out the way. But we back, full effect. I'm your host, the most. It's your boy Casey, and you tuning into the Casey Show. And today's show is for all, and this is for all the men out there, and ladies, please don't feel discriminated against. You can definitely chime in and give your opinion on it. But what do you know what it is to be a man? That's the question of the day. What is it to be? What do you know it is? What do you know? What does it take to be a man? And before we got interrupted by that technical bug, I had said a quote, and I'm gonna say this again because I quote, statement, however you want to take it. I'm gonna just say it again. I like the way it sounds. I like what it means. And just I guess the power behind it. But it basically goes, if you don't take care of your responsibilities, if you don't take care of your kids, you're not a man, you're a male species. Dang. I love that. I love that. And I'm just giving you my opinion on it, how I view it. Wow. You're not a man, you're a male species. That's crazy right there. That's crazy right there. What do I know what do I know on what it takes to be a man is basically, I don't want to sound cliche or repetitive, but it just basically goes, just take care of your responsibilities. Doing what you got to do, whatever it takes, but do it the right way. Doing whatever you have to do to provide for your family, to make sure they got a roof over their head, food in their belly and clothes on their back. You got to do what you got to do and do it the right way. Don't go out there trying to sell drugs, because yeah, you may earn some money, you may help out, but it's not really, you in all reality, you're killing yourself. I heard this, I don't know if you want to call it a parable or what have you, but I heard this a couple years ago. I'll have to say maybe between 3 and 5 years ago. I don't know the gentleman who said it, because I heard it on the radio, and I just caught, and I'm glad it's crazy too, because I just caught this part, and that was all I caught. But basically, it goes like this. There was this hunter, this Eskimo out in Alaska, hunting for food for his family. And he's been doing hunting, knowing the woods and where to go. He's been doing this for a long time, so he's skilled in not necessarily professional craft, but he's skilled in hunting. And he came up with this trick, and or he had this idea. And what he did was he stuck his dagger, his knife, in the snow, and put blood on it, like dead animal put their blood on the knife, and he just waited, and he waited, and all of a sudden, this wolf came out of the woods, and he was the hunter seen him kind of sniffing the air like something good. Let me find out what it is. And by the wolf smelling this blood, he in turn became hungry. His juices started salivating, and his heart started racing like, I can't wait to eat. You know what I'm talking about. When you at home and mom made your favorite The moment you walk in that door, or the moment you come out your room, you smell that unique smell of the flavors and whatever it is your mom or your dad used to make, and you smell it, and it's like, oh man, I can't wait. You just start, foaming at the mouth, man, because that food, you can't wait to taste it because you know it's going to taste so good. And that's what this was going through. He was smelling that blood, like, that's my favorite. I can't wait. Where is it at? And he followed the smell. He followed the aroma. And the aroma led to this knife. But him being an animal, he don't know what a knife is. He just sees this object with this blood on it, and he's smelling it, and he starts to lick it. Well, the hunter, being an experienced hunter, what he did was he put this animal blood on a double-edged sword. On his double-edged knife. And once the wolf started this knife licking this blood from this animal, at the same time, the knife was cutting his tongue. But the wolf, so caught up in being hungry and this aroma and this smell of this animal, he's licking it like, oh yeah, this is so good, not knowing at the same time he's own blood. Because while he's licking the blood off the knife, the blood from the knife is coming from his tongue because he's licking it. And eventually, without the wolf even knowing it, he dies. Straight up like that. And you probably wonder yourself, well, that's a real deep story, but what does that have to do with anything? Well, it's as simple as this. The times we living in, being a man, you got to do what you have to do for your family. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them shelter, food, clothes on their back, everything I said before. And what I mean by doing what you have to do, whatever it takes, the right way, this is what I mean by doing it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You're in a situation, and I know a lot of people have, been in a situation like this. Probably not this extreme. I hope not. You have. I hope you know what I'm saying, you made it through. You're on top. It made you a better person because of it. But, you're in a situation, bills overdue, got the eviction notice, the light about to get turned off, not that much food in there. All you got is bread, butter, things aren't looking bad. And that smell of that fast money, that drug money is alluring to you. The moment you see somebody else doing it, selling drugs, a lot of money, you get hungry for that. That smell is enticing you. It's like, oh man, I can't wait. You're thinking about all the things you can do with that money. Pay the bills, buy some clothes, jewelry, cars, cribs, go overseas, go vacation in the tropics. You know what I'm saying? That entices you. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get my fingers, I can't get it, And it's drug money. It's slowly killing you, and you don't even know it. You're just so addicted. You're so caught up on that smell of this fast money that you're not realizing that slowly but surely you're only killing yourself. You know what I mean? Yourself in a situation to where you're running from the cops. Let's say, for instance, you came short up on what you owe. Now the man that you bought these drugs from is looking for you because you came short. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, you always looking over your back. Who's plotting? Is your boy that you know your whole life, is he starting to have second doubts about you? Like, is he looking at you like, yo, I can get him? You know what I'm saying? You slowly killing yourself because you want to do it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And you want to do it. You thought you should do it. Do it your way. But if you look at, you know what I'm saying? If you look at how you're doing things, and if it's not working, something's not right. There's a verse in the Bible, one of my favorite books. My dad, love him, much respect. What up? Growing up, he had me read this book. over and over and over again. And if you guys probably tuned into my previous shows, you've probably heard me say this before. But one of my favorite books in the Bible is Proverbs, because all Proverbs is talking about, knowledge, wisdom, having an understanding, and with those, we need those three things in today's times. We need knowledge, we need wisdom, we need an understanding, so that we can see these things that Satan's plan to entice you and to make you want to, sell your soul for riches and fame. Or not even riches and fame, but just make you sell your soul in the sense of doing everything that's not right, doing everything that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it goes in one of my favorite scriptures goes like this: trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, but acknowledge him, and he will guide your path. And you got a Bible with you, or if you want to look it up, it's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. And I'm going to read it one more time for you guys out there. Because knowing this will help you become a better man. Because if you just sit back, take yourself out of the equation, look at the bigger picture, and just see like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We cannot help but ask for guidance, You'll never be able to be on the right path if you don't have the Most High first. If you don't let him direct your path. Because you can live for 1,000,000, billion, zillion, quadrillion years. You can live for all eternity and still won't know the right path to take. The path that you might be on, or the path you on, is leading you to destruction. And you don't even know it. Because you think what you're doing is correct. You know what I'm saying? And I stress what you think. So I'm going to read this again. You know what I'm saying? I hope it touches you guys out there. It definitely affects me in a positive way. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. With all your heart. You know what I'm saying? Having mustard seed faith. You're asking, what is that? Mustard seed is this big. Mustard seed is very, very small. Very small. You need to trust that little small seed is going to grow into something big. That's going to, if you plant this and you sell it, it's going to make you money. You got to have trust in them. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. We don't know everything. I don't care if you Einstein or you the smartest man in the world. You got 8 Nobel Peace Prizes. You know what I'm saying? You talking with different, presidents of different states and giving them, helping them out. I don't care if you do any of that. The way you think is not how the Most High made everything. He didn't say, hey, Bob, Joe, Case, how should I do this? He did it himself, because he has all knowledge. He has all power. He is the Alpha and Omega. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says trust in him with all your heart, because he's the one who created everything. He created you. You didn't create him. If you created him, you would be where he was and he'd be where you are. Unfortunately, it's not like that. I won't say unfortunately, it's not like that for a reason, because he has all the power, not you. So when you think what you're doing is correct and you're going down this path, you have to really look at it like, yo, what's really going on? Why am I in this situation? You're leaning on your own understanding of how to operate. You know what I'm saying? Put it in his hands. Trust in him with all your heart. You know what I'm saying? Let him guide your path, because he knows it, because he created the path. You know what I'm saying? You got to have trust in that he's going to take you in the direction that he wants to take you. And he's not going in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? But again, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Again, that's Proverbs 3, verse 5. I love Proverbs, But yeah, with all that being said, in order to be, you know what I'm saying, a true man, to really be a man and do that, you have to let the Most High guide your path. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him take over, let him do what he has, and he'll get you where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying? It may not come now, but it's coming. And at the same time, are you ready for what he has in store for you? Are you responsible enough to handle the blessings? Because people, as crazy as it may sound, people can't handle blessings. For instance, if the Most High blesses you by winning the lottery, what are you gonna do with that money? Think about that. What you gonna do? What's the first thing people say? Because I've caught myself saying this. I'm about to buy me some shoes. Buy me a car. I'm about to buy something. And that's cool. You know, it's cool to buy things. Are you being responsible with your money? What should really happen when he blesses you with all that money? Man, I gotta pay my bills. I gotta pay my credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? Do the responsible thing, and then once you get that out the way, then everything else you do, that's cool, because you done took care of what you need to take care of. You know? For me personally, if I won the lottery, if I won all these millions and millions of dollars, you know, and if all my friends out there, they know, because I've told them this. You know, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pay off my debt. I want to be debt free. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a high credit score. You know what I mean? I want that perfect credit score. You know, I think it's like 800 or something, 900. I think is a perfect credit score, 1,000 or something like that. But I want a perfect credit score. And I can't get a perfect credit score if I got the moment I get money, especially enough money, because that's rare in itself for a regular person to get enough money to pay debt off. Come on now. It's like winning the lottery. Oh, wait, you do have to win the lottery in order to have enough money to pay off your debt. But people don't think like that. People want to buy mansions, want to buy some Gucci, want to go out to Vegas, want to go spend it on casinos, you know, do frivolous stuff with it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody has those thoughts of spending money like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. You know, have fun. If you want $1 million, go ahead, have fun. Why not? You only live once. Live it up. Go ahead, have a good time. But before you have that good time, make sure you take care of your responsibilities first. Because if you have a good time and you don't take care of your responsibilities, the moment you get done with your having a good time, your responsibilities are still in your face. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, for me, taking care of your responsibilities, having this knowledge, having an understanding of what's going on, you know, of who you are, you know, again, trust in the Lord with all your heart. You know what I'm saying? Let him take over. Let him guide you where you need to. But at the same time, it's a two-way street. You gotta be proactive. You can't just stand there. Because if you just stand there and let him do everything, he ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Do nothing for yourself. If someone can't do nothing for you if you ain't gonna do nothing for yourself. If you hungry, tell somebody you hungry. And then either go get the food or wait till the food is being made. But you have to tell somebody first. You have to act on it. You can't just stand there. Because if you just stand there and your mouth closed, no one's gonna know you hungry. They gonna think you straight. They gonna think something's wrong with you a little bit because you just standing there with your mouth closed, with your hands crossed or in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna know you hungry. You might be starving. You might not have eaten for 30 days. You might be starving. But if you don't say that, you don't know that. You see what I'm saying? So speak up. You know what I'm saying? Let people know. And at the same time, you have to be proactive in that. And that's what I mean by speaking up, letting people know, hey, yo, I'm hungry. Now that it's out there, now you have to do something about it. You gonna go cook the food yourself? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? You gotta be proactive. You have to earn that. You have to be like, all right, this is what it is. This is what I need. Let's go get it. You can't just expect people to know. I'm not a mind reader. I know you're not. So, be active, two-way street. Definitely ask for that guidance. Ask for God to give you that knowledge. But at the same time, also go out there and get that knowledge as well. Pick up a book. You know what I'm saying? Go read something. Don't just read, entertainment news. Read something that has substance. Something that's gonna give you knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Read something that's gonna make you a better person. That's what I mean. But with all that being said, being a man, taking care of responsibilities, obtaining knowledge, getting wisdom, experience, going above and beyond the call of duty. Even though that sounds cliche and you might have heard it in the military, whatever. But that's what you have. That's what being a man is, going above and beyond. At the same time, not looking for rewards or gratitude. The gratitude should be enough of you knowing that you helped somebody out in the time of need. We're getting away from that. People wanted recognition for what they did, and that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with recognition. But at the same time, be humble. Do it because it's the right thing, not because you're gonna get like a big check. You're gonna get an award. You're gonna be on TV and the news because you did the good thing. That's what's up. No, more power to you. But do it because it's the right thing, not because you're gonna get something at the end because you did this. And then don't let people who don't show you recognition, like for instance the example I gave you guys earlier about lending somebody some money. Yeah, they might not pay you back, but don't stop you from helping somebody else out. That don't let that hold you back, because this one person messed it up for you. Do it because you know what? I helped him out when he needed it. Yeah, he kind of screwed me over, but I'm a better person because I know I helped him out when he needed it. Then who knows? You might need help. You will need help one time. And boom, you're going to get it without even really asking for it, because you've already done, you already helped people out. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, I definitely thank you guys for tuning into the show. Tune in next week. I'm going to definitely be here for you with some more knowledge, with some more news, more updates, real talk with you guys. Again, this is your host, KC at the KC Show. I definitely want to give a shout out to everybody at Dbass. My boy D holding it down, doing the production. You know what I'm saying? Definitely come back. But with that, it's your boy Case. Thank you for tuning into the KC Show. And tune in next week, same time, same place. And I'm out. Peace.